Talk about the bile salts. So bile salts are very easy to remember. Remember that the bile salts are synthesized from your cholesterol. They are synthesized from your cholesterol in the liver. And what are those bile salts? There are two main constituents of the bile salts. Remember that the primary bile salts are actually formed by liver, and there are two main constituents. That is the cholic acid. The second one is the quinodeoxycholic acid. So these are two main types of acids which constitute your bile, and this is what happens. So these two bind with the glycine and the taurine to form and modified into, when they join with the, for example, your glycine and they both join with your glycine and taurine and convert into the glycolic acid. First they are converted into the glycolic acid, and the first into the glycolic acid and taurocholic acid. This one is converted into the glycocholic acid and the taurocholic acid. And this guy is again converted. You add up the prefixes and write down the you can write it over here to the glycocanidoxycholic acid and taurocanidodeoxycholic acid. In this case, similarly, just add up the prefixes glyco and tauric, and further on these are going in, if they go into the, they move towards these structures move in the colon bacteria convert these primary bile salts to secondary bile salts. So these will be the primary bile salts, and they are going to be converted into the secondary bile salts. And when they are going to convert into the secondary bile salt in the colon bacteria, they are going to be converted into the cholic acid is going to convert into the deoxycholic acid, and this guy quinodeoxycholic acid is going to be converted into the lithocholic acid. So this guy is converted into the lithocholic acid, and this cholic acid is going to be converted into the deoxycholic acid. So these are your secondary bile salts. That's it regarding the bile salts. If you're talking about the function of the biles, if I write down the functions of the bile, I'll be specific about the functions, in which I'll be saying that the functions of the bile is, it actually aid to fat digestion by detergent action and fat absorption by mesalie formation. And it also stimulates your internal peristalsis. And help in the fat digestion. There are the main important is the fat digestion, and also help stimulate the peristalsis of the internal. That's it regarding the bile, and we'll be coming up with the next video in our next lecture. And keep visiting Tiger Schooling.